Normally, a neighbor comes and hays our fields and takes the hay, which is good for maintaining the fields, means I don't really have to mow them, and of course he benefits from getting the hay, and the field benefits from being cut nice and low and neat. The weather this year has been pretty atrocious. I think he got enough time with a weather window to do his hay, but certainly didn't get down here. So it's now end of August, and I have started to tackle mowing our fields with the rotary cutter on the back of the tractor, just kind of mulching it up, leaving it in place. This isn't terrible because it'll actually put those nutrients back into the ground, but it is a lot messier than it would have been had this been hayed and cleaned up earlier this summer. As it stands now, I've got about 1 acre cut at this point, and there's another 3 to 3.5 acres kind of off behind me here and going up to the road next to the barn that still needs to be mowed. So I'm going to be doing that, not necessarily all at once, but in little increments as I get some time, including right now. So I'm going to hop on the tractor and get started. You may have noticed while I was brush hogging that I have the loader way down near the ground. There's a couple reasons for that. I'll show you how close it is to the ground, and I'll explain what those reasons are. The bucket is set about 4 inches off the ground, the same height as the brush hog. The reason I do this is twofold. Number one, with the tall grass, the bucket will then push things over, and the seeds and the chaff that comes out of the stalks tends to get caught here, and those tall stalks are held down so that they don't gum up my radiator screen here. The openings on this are none too small, and a lot of material goes right through this to the screen that's under the hood against the radiator. So there's that, and this being at this height, if there is a rock or any sort of obstruction in the field, this will tend to bounce on it first. Now that being said, there is the rock back and forth. If you go up a hill, that sends the brush hog down into the ground. I still did skim off of one rock even doing this, but this is a layer of protection to identify where those rocks are. Because this field is hayed, I don't mow it all the time, so I actually don't know where all the rocks are, which is a big reason to keep this bucket low and help me identify those before I'm hitting them with my brand new brush hog. Now, since the engine temps were starting to creep up, I'm actually going to get the hood open and check on that radiator screen that's right under the hood against the radiator. This actually is not bad at all. This isn't too obstructed here, just a little bit down there. When this really fills up, you can actually see the outline of where the fan is pretty directly in terms of the material that's stuck on here. So the reason that temperature's climbing today is more a function of working hard in the tall grass and the air temperatures today, which are actually rather warm and steamy. It's a muggy day. I will clean this because I'm now here, and then this is ready to go back to work. So we can just slip this right out and brush it off. This only goes back in one way. The little lift tab faces forward. I think I'll wrap this video up here, but there's plenty more field to mow.